Luckily, with the holiday weekend here on the West Coast, a little quieter, but a lot of people are planning trips and looking for ways to beat the heat. Before you head out, you want to make sure you and your family are prepared so you stay safe. Joining us today to talk about water safety is Mary Jo Quintero, pre-hospital liaison nurse and water safety program coordinator with Valley Children's Hospital. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. And this is a really good thing. Just as a reminder, before people head out, you guys have a whole program around water safety, correct?
Right. We, in all of our programs, and we have several based on the age and then for the parent as well, we teach the ABCs of water safety. So A is for adult supervision, and that's the most important thing that is going to help prevent a water-related injury, is that the adult is actively watching the child. If the child is under 5 years old, then it should be what we call touch supervision. So it should be no farther from you to me that I am touching the child. So we would be too far away for me to be in touch supervision if the child is under 5 years old.
Okay.
Now, B is for barriers, and we know that the job of the child is to get away from the adults in their life. They are really good at it. So if they do, then barriers buy us time to find them before they get into what we call the dangerous water, which is water where there is no adult that can be able to watch them. The best barrier that we can have if it's a swimming pool is for there to be a four-sided isolation fence with a self-closing and self-latching gate that is going to be protecting the pool. Another example of a barrier is a life jacket. So again, this is going to, if the child fell into the pool, going to buy you time to get to the child before they get to the point where they're under the water and they can't breathe under the water. So then we have what we call an hypoxia-related injury where the brain isn't getting oxygen. Now, if that bad thing was to happen, then the other part of the ABCs is for classes. And classes are going to, for example, teach you how to do CPR. If you found your child, then how do I help to resuscitate to get hopefully a better outcome for my child? The other class that's really, really important is swimming lessons. We know that kids, if they fall in the water as part of a swimming class, they're taught how to right themselves, turn over, and then at least paddle, or best case scenario, swim to the side of the pool and call for help. So those are the ABCs of water safety, and our big push is we need to have all three of those in place to keep our kids safe this weekend.
Absolutely. And these courses and stuff, you guys have seen a difference with the amount of drownings.
Yes. And so there was a report that was recently released that looked at California versus the national numbers throughout the United States. And in 1980, we were well above the national rate. And in 2016, which is the last time that this report was updated, it shows that we are actually below the national level, which is, yeah, it is totally awesome. That means kids that are safer and kids that are being able to be part of their families. And that's what this is all about, keeping everybody safe.
Absolutely. And is this a very common thing nowadays? You said the numbers went down, but how often still are you dealing with these cases?
Well, unfortunately, it still is the #1 cause of injury-related death for children under the age of 5. And if you think about it, what's in the backyard of almost every one of our houses? When it's over 100 degrees, it's hot, and there's nothing nicer than jumping in the pool. So it makes sense that about 75 to 80% of the drownings that we see in that under 5 set are in swimming pools.
Well, tips, that's a big thing. Before everyone packs their kids over to the coast or the pool, what are the main water safety tips that you would give families?
So we try to think of, and we'll start with the pool is open or the pool is closed. So if the pool is open, then that adult supervision is going to be critical. And it means that one person is dedicated to watching the children. And that means that nobody is talking to that person because they have a really important job. They're watching the kids. Now, the other side of that is when the pool is closed and we don't expect a child to be in that pool area, then that means that the barriers are going to be critical. And obviously, we don't have our kids wearing life jackets, every second of every minute of every day. But that self-closing, self-latching gate that we have around the swimming pool, not with the house being part of the fence, but the actual fence being four-sided, that's what's going to keep our kids the safest when it comes to pools, when it's open versus when it's closed. Now, the other place where a lot of people go is if we want to go to the mountains or we want to go to the coast and we've got larger bodies of water. And that's where life jackets are critical. Understanding What is a life jacket and what is a swim aid? So all three of these right here are life jackets. They all look very, very different, but they all have one thing in common. If you look on the inside of all three of these, they're going to say here, this is a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. So that's the very first thing that you're going to look for.
Okay.
Then you're going to look for the type of life jacket. So for a swimming pool, this is a type 3. This would be totally fine. The problem is if you're out in a larger body of water like rivers or lakes, you need a type 1 or a type 2. The type 3 is going to keep their head above water the majority of the time, but not necessarily if they're unconscious. And so if you've got really rapid moving waters, you need the higher type of a life jacket to keep your child and keep you safe as well. The same numbers all apply to adult life jackets in addition. So if you look, it actually says on here the weight of the child. So you look to see how much the child weighs, and then you get the right life jacket with the right fit for the child. And then that's actually going to, again, go into the type as well to make sure that that child or that adult is going to be safe in the body of water that they're going to be in.
Absolutely. That's a great tip. We were saying earlier, I didn't realize there were different types, but to point that out is a great thing to make sure we're all prepared.
Well, and definitely understand that this is a life jacket because it says that it's U.S. Coast Guard approved, but there are things, and the reason that I chose this because it looks a lot like swim aids that are out there. Now, a swim aid is actually, it helps the child learn how to swim. So its job is to put the child in a face-down position. It's not meant to be a life jacket. So we, unfortunately, have had people that have thought they're putting a life jacket on a child, and in actuality, it's a swim aid. So it has to say U.S. Guard approved, Coast Guard approved, right weight for the child, and then the right type, 1, 2, or 3.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us and just making sure everyone's safe this weekend.
That's what our hope is. If we could have no water-related injuries this weekend, that would be a really cool thing.
I agree. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All righty.